A very good morning, children. Today we are going to see the third half of the lesson. With this, we are ending the lesson, Unit 6, Prose 6, okay, from 0 to infinity. Ramanujan found himself a stranger at Cambridge. The cold was hard to bear, and being a vegetarian, he had to cook his own food. However, he continued his research in mathematics with determination. In the company of Hardy and Littlewood, he could forget much of the hardship he had to endure. In Ramanujan, Hardy found an unsystematic mathematician, similar to one who knows the Pythagoras theorem but does not know what a congruent triangle means. Several discrepancies in his research could be attributed to his lack of formal education. Ramanujan played with numbers as a child would with a toy. It was sheer genius that led him to mathematical truths. The task of proving them so important in science he left to lesser mortals. Ramanujan was elected Fellow of the Royal Society on February 28, 1918. He was the youngest Indian to receive this distinguished fellowship. In October that year, he became the first Indian to be elected Fellow of Trinity College, Cambridge. His achievements at Cambridge include the Hardy-Ramanujan-Littlewood circle method in number theory, Roger Ramanujan's identities and pattern of integers, a long list of the highest composite numbers, besides work on the number theory and the algebra of inequalities. In the algebra, his work on continued fraction is considered to be equal in importance to that of great mathematicians like Leonhard Euler and Jacobi. While Ramanujan continued his research work, tuberculosis, then an incurable disease, was devouring him. Ramanujan was sent back to India. When he disembarked, his friends found him pale, exhausted, and emaciated. To forget that agonizing pain, he continued to play with numbers even on his deathbed. Besides being a mathematician, Ramanujan was an astrologer of repute and a good speaker. He used to give lectures on subjects like God, zero, and infinity. So, children, what is given in the third half of the lesson? We are going to explore it now. Ramanujan found himself a stranger at Cambridge. A stranger means he was like a third party, like an alien. He was not alienated, but he felt himself as a stranger, an alien, someone who's different from others, okay? And he was a vegetarian, and you know that in foreign countries, you have to eat only non-vegetarian frequently, but he cooked his own food in order to avoid all the non-vegetarian food since he was a vegetarian. He continued his research in mathematics with determination. Determination is a very strong will. He continued his research in mathematics with determination by enduring all the hardships, okay, in the company of Hardy and Littlewood. Hardy and Littlewood are his co-researchers in Cambridge, the people who made him come to Cambridge, okay. They were his co-researchers. They did research along with Ramanujan, okay. They accompanied him in Cambridge, okay. He could forget much of the hardship he had to endure. In their company, he forgot all the hardships he faced. Hardships means all the difficulties he faced, okay. You would have experienced this when you are in the company of your friends. All the problems you face in a very young age, you'll be able to forget it only when you go to school and you mingle with your friends, okay? Similarly, here Ramanujan is also forgetting all his hardship when he is there in the company of his friends. In Ramanujan, Hardy found an unsystematical mathematician, similar one who knows Pythagoras theorem but does not know what a congruent triangle means. Here Ramanujan had some discrepancies. Discrepancies means he lacked some formal education. He had some illogical or surprising lack of compatibility or similarity between two or more facts. His illogical things were because of his lack of formal education. He was not formally educated, okay, in mathematics. But he knew what a Pythagoras theorem is, but he does not know what a congruent triangle means. He knows a very big thing, but he doesn't know a very small thing, okay. In which he attributed to his lack of formal education. Ramanujan played with numbers as a child would with a toy. See, they're comparing Ramanujan to a very small child playing with a toy. Ramanujan is here playing with numbers, which means He was very well versed with numbers. He was very good in mathematics. They are highlighting his sheer genius. Okay, he was not able to find or prove everything, so he left some to other people to prove it. Okay, but he came up with lots of ideas. Okay, Ramanujan was elected as the Fellow of Royal Society on February 28, 1980, and he was the youngest Indian to receive the Distinguished Fellowship. Fellowship means it's like a award and a stipend. Okay, stipend means it's an amount, okay, given as a prize. Okay, in October he became the first Indian to be selected the Fellow of Trinity College, Cambridge. His achievements at Cambridge include Hardy, Ramanujan, Littlewood. All these three fellows together found something, and that is called as Hardy, Ramanujan and Littlewood circle method in maths. Okay, and the number theory. Roger Ramanujan's identities in partition of integers, a long list of highest composite numbers, besides work on the number theory and the algebra of inequalities. All these are his contributions to mathematics. Okay, in algebra, his work on continued fraction is considered to be equal in importance to that of great mathematicians like Leonard, Euler and Jacobi. While Ramanujan continued his research work, tuberculosis attacked him and he was devoured. Devoured means tuberculosis began swallowing him. Like they are giving a personification for tuberculosis. They are telling that the disease started eating him. Okay, Ramanujan was sent back to India, and when he disembarked means when he left to India, during the journey to India, he was pale. Pale means there was no blood in his face, and he was looking exhausted, very tired and emaciated. Emaciated means very lean. You know how the people suffer with tuberculosis look like. To forget the agonizing pain. Agonizing means unbearable pain. He continued to play with numbers even on his deathbed. From this you can know the love he had for mathematics, the interest he had for mathematics. Okay. Besides being a mathematician, Ramanujan was an astrologer of repute, a good speaker. He used to give lectures on subjects like God, zero and infinity. That's all, children. With this, we are ending Unit 6 Prose 6. Okay. Thank you. You just read it once with the right stress, pause, okay, and the right pronunciation, and you underline the difficult words. Thank you.